To the master and Margaret. Oh no, I don't want to see that ass again. Margaret. At the moment of her birth, the world caused her with that name. Sunlight pierces through the darkness, falling her face and staging her eyes slightly. The girl blinks hazily, whether as she stumbles into this unfamiliar world. I'm sorry. If only Mama could have run faster. The woman collapses onto the girl, whispering softly and raising her tightly. Her arms clutched with such force as if terrified that something precious would slip away from her grasp. Who is she? As the girl wanders, something warm continues to fall into her face. The setting sun casts a dim glow between broken walls and glass pillars. Amid the rubble and fallen bricks, a steel rubber has pierced the woman's side, running straight through her body and gleaming with blood. Blood falls like rain, pattering down in steady drops. That day, if only Mama could have run faster. So she's Mama? We wouldn't have been separated. Margaret? That's their parent? I thought it was not quite. It looks like more like Nervatia's parent more, but... Mother more, but... Oh well. Margaret? Is that my name? Mama? Her body mind aches. Unfamiliar with that word, she opens her mouth slightly and asks tentatively. Mama searched the whole world, but still couldn't find you. The woman's voice trembles with frailty as she continues speaking. Mama, I'm right here. The woman hesitates for a moment, then a faint smile appears on her face as she slowly tightens her brace. Yes, my sweet child. She gently strokes the girl's long hair. When you leave these ruins, you find a vast and desolate world, a place where every day is filled with goodbyes and sorrows. You'll witness poverty, hunger, war. They'll make you feel sad and lost, tearing you apart and again until you're exhausted, gradually ceasing to care about anything beyond yourself. You'll also meet all sorts of people with sharp edges who will hate you, hurt you, and betray you for no reason. They will slowly wear away your innocence, making you lose faith in others and forget your childhood dreams. The world waiting for you is cruel, but even so, Mama selfishly hopes you'll never lose faith in it. Because you were born with Mama's love, after all. A tear slides from the corner of her eye, mingling with blood as it ripples across the girl's face. Mama's experienced and given unconditional love. That's why I never believed the world was meant to be like this. We could stop the killing. We could make flowers bloom across this barren world. Because what brings life into this world is never prejudice or hatred, but a selfless love for another soul. The mother's words are barely a whisper, yet they're filled with warmth and comfort, giving the girl immense strength. Love this world bravely, even though it's a wasteland. Love others bravely, even when they build walls around their hearts. Be that bravest person, who is that the world will eventually bloom with flowers. Mama loves you, Margaret. The woman closes her eyes, her slowly coming to rest on the girl's shoulder. Mama? She offers her final, selfless love to the world, leaving the cold, suffocating ruins to send the life beneath her toward a new day. Mommy! The heavy, distant memories weigh upon her as Margaret suddenly feels a sharp pain between her eyebrows, thoughts spanning across time and space converge, rapidly filling the empty spaces in her mind. This is the Kartaki rescue team. We've entered the crowded combat zone and found a survivor! Hurry! Everyone, lend a hand! She sees multiple pairs of hands reach toward her as they break away the carcass, piece by piece, allowing golden sunlight to spread across the earth. The kid is a construct? There's no risk of blood loss, but how is she unharmed being exposed to such high concentration of punishing virus? And her friend destination has been filled off. We were still too late. We lost so many of our comrades. There's not a single survivor here. No, at least we saved one. She smiles wearily as he slowly lifts the girl from the ruins. Even if it's just one, our efforts and sacrifices won't be in vain. She sees how the people of Kardaki once took her in with selfless kindness. Inside you is a pneumatic seaweed that can resist the punishing virus and calm those around you, but it's also consuming your mind, causing your memory modules to deteriorate. At your request, we'll disguise you as an ordinary human student so you can live normally alongside other children. We'll do everything in our power to suppress this bullying. In the meantime, don't be afraid of the researchers here. As a scientist myself, I promise you that the Kardaki Research Institute will never harm you. The people of Kardaki witnessed the twilight of the Golden Age, and we believe that technologies which do not respect life do not deserve our respect. She sees how the people of Kentucky once respected her with selfless kindness. The first lesson she has learned since she came into this world is one of selfless love and sacrifice. And so, she has returned that selfless love to the world. Hehe, this is a gift for you, Tajinka. I made it myself. We'll be friends from now on, okay? I look forward to our friendship. Nervatia? Theoretically, replacing the seedling vessel shouldn't be difficult. It's an extremely adaptable component that rapidly attaches to the mind to maintain its operation once connected to a construct's frame. But the seedling has been parasitically attached to your body for too long. We don't know its origin. Removing it could potentially kill you. Yes, I understand. Are you sure about this, Margaret? If we can help more people, I'm willing to try. She looks up. Compared to disappearing, I'm more afraid of forgetting my family. Family. Suddenly, two familiar colors flash in the darkness, illuminating Margaret's clouded vision. Margaret, it's me! Margaret! Two figures traverse countless years and cut through the turning mist of death, slowly converging and taking shape in the distant horizon world. Narvatia, Jajinka, they must have endured countless trials and tribulations to return here, to stand before her now. The great tree has fallen, yet the red mist remains. Margaret dimly realizes that throughout the long years, the punching virus has planted seeds of chaos within her frame. It isn't the red mist binding her, she is the one controlling the mist. Her brain has become the real source of this catastrophe. Just now, the redness has paused at the moment before eruption. Margaret understands that if she continues to lose control, she will kill the friends who have fought so hard to reunite with her. She can only imagine the enormous sacrifices her family must have made to bring her about this reunion. She cannot harm them, nor cannot let everyone's efforts be in vain. She has to do something, whatever the cost. And this place is shrouded in darkness? Let me cut the first ray of light! She grits her teeth and shakily rises to her feet, reaching toward the light. Are you really going to do this, Kono? The malevolent question resounds from behind, causing Margaret to falter momentarily, stopping in her tracks. In this iron prison infused the red mist, each second feels like 1,000 steel blades carving through flesh. But you've endured this torment for over 2 decades, sustained only by that seedling. This undying shell is your eternal prison. It was I who awakened you, gave you rebirth, made you master of the dreamscape so you no longer have to suffer, but unite with all those who have passed. Eliminate the intruders, defend their dignity. Why struggle so desperately to wake up? Was the dream not pleasant enough? I never feared pain. This dream was flawed from the very beginning. Margaret fights against her bodies, trembling and clutches her wounded shoulder. Her gaze fixed unwaveringly on the flickering light in the distance. I will never allow you to use my body to harm my friends and family. After all these years, the punching virus has seeped into every inch of your being. Even if you clean your mind, you won't last long. How long can the seedling bind you? 1 second? 2? You can do nothing but watch as your friends are consumed by agony in the next moment, dying in helpless despair. Oh, F you! Think of all the suffering you've endured. 2 decades of torment, all because of one childish choice. Was any of it worth it? All that awaits you ahead is a cruel world. No one will care about your name. No one will concern themselves with your suffering. Even so, do you still choose to wake up? That's not why I'm choosing to sacrifice myself. Oh my god, there was! She shouts, despite the hollow static around her. Even in this catastrophe place a million times over, my answer will never change. She raises her head and continues to move forward. Because Kartaki and everyone else have loved me so selflessly. He charges through the murky darkness as crimson vines coil around her limbs like venomous serpents, driving her barbs into her skin and tearing at her flesh, trying to stop her from reclaiming herself. Because Narvatia and Jijika are still waiting for me tomorrow. Though covered in wounds and her flesh torn and bleeding, the girl who has grown surrounded by love continues to push forward with all her might, leaving the long slumber behind her as she cries out. I just wait that my tiny life will become a small seedling, take root, and sprout, leaving behind my mark. She scrambles through the thorns and breaks through the chains, her golden radiance cutting through the thick fog. I choose to believe. In a moment of blinding brilliance, she raises her arm and plunges it into her own burning chest. That beautiful, Brilliant tomorrow will surely bloom in miracles and flowers. Radiance white pierces the long night, carried by hot, rushing blood as seedling emerges from its cocoon. Arpatia. Tachinka. So it was. Dang it, I was hoping the tide turns, but no. Bathed in the warm glow of sunlight, Margaret uses her power one last time. The world silently freezes in place, time itself seemingly suspended in this moment, just as she once done at the center of the explosion to protect Unravel and her instructor. To protect everyone is the only way I can think of. I'm sorry, because I'd gone and made decisions on my own again. She gazes at her motionless friends, forcing herself to smile. Tachinka, Vatia, you both grown somewhat tall. You must have been eating well. I'm so glad. So happy I got to see you both again. She chokes out slightly, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. Don't be angry. Please don't be sad. Just like everyone from Katarki, I'm always staying behind in the past for a while. If you don't forget to look back, we'll always see each other again. As red mist dissipates, the color in Margaret's eyes gradually fades away. I have so many things I still want to tell you. So many stories I want to hear from you. But I'm feeling a bit tired. I think I need to rest for a little while. Thank you for coming into my life, like a miracle. Thank you. A gentle breeze stirs as sparks drip like snowfall, though only a brief moment has passed and stretched on like an eternity. As time begins to flow once more, Margaret's final words stream into their minds like a gentle rivulet. All their joy, sorrow, and memories together pour out in that single moment. Margaret! They reach out, wedging forward almost instinctively to support their friend's body. All that greets them is with a rigid, cold corpse. No, no! Tourniquet! Need a tourniquet! Tachinka frantically rummages through her pockets, searching desperately for anything useful. Biomechanical supplies have been depleted in the earlier battles. Margaret! Margaret! She can't help but cry out, pressing both her hands against the wound in Margaret's chest while hot tears stream down her face, dripping onto her blood-soaked palms. Tachinka! Her hand reaches out, gently resting on top of hers. Tears slide down her cheeks and she remains silent, slowly shaking her head. No, you only just found each other again. How could this... Just now, you sounded too, didn't you? You heard her voice. This reunion of the Dominic Patrol. Margaret, she won't want to see us like this. Right, Margaret? With trembling hands, she reaches out to gently caress the cold cheek. Just like what she did at the end. Her body's throat tightens as she sniffles. Blood's quivering as she paces Tachinka with tears in her eyes. As her emotions finally overflow, Tachinka opens her arms and pulls her body in a tight embrace. They were together. The clouds finally part, and brilliant sunrays battled their hug, casting long shadows across the ground. After countless tribulations, the three girls have finally reunited. Throughout these long years, they have loved and fought with all their might. Looking back on their lives, something seems to have changed, yet everything remains the same. No matter the final outcome, every soul in Kentucky has never ceased their struggle before reaching the bitter end. Now, they have pushed back the darkness with their own hands. The mist has cleared. Amid deafening roars, the golden oak glasses like an avalanche. Standing nearby, you survey the scattered embers in the sky, sensitively sensing something is amiss. Among the crumbling giant timbers, a glint of green light flashes and vanishes in an instant. A brilliant trail of light suddenly streaks forth, rushing toward you with a deafening, screeching roar. You dive into combat roll, instantly raising your weapon and firing toward the source of the storm. Always ruining my plans, aren't you, Kelly? Well, F you, I don't mind, because you're ass. Oh. His heavy armor crashes to the ground with a metallic clang, kicking out debris and dust. The Senate ignores you, instead raising his arm toward Navatia. Fire and flame erupts as crimson energy pulses through the cracks in his armor. Look out! Flame surges forth as John Doe, riding the funny virus, violently crashes into smoke and dust. Seedling? His powerful fist sweats to the ground. One then the sea realized the three ghosts had vanished without a trace, leaving nothing behind. Can you stand? Yeah, I'm fine. The two of them dodged to safety just in time before gently laying Margaret's body down on the ground. A series of explosions wings out as half a bullet whistles through the air, all pointing to the Senat's armor, tearing open countless fatal fissures. Fighting through excruciating pain, you rush forward, positioning yourself between the Senate and Nervatia. After the ceiling! Nervatia suddenly looks at Margaret, who still clutches the golden sapling tightly in her hand. At the same time, the ceiling's radiance is visibly fading with each passing moment. It grows inside of me, feeding on my mind and spilling my memory modules. That's why I can't recognize you or Jajinka. She knows Margaret telling her that the sea wing feeds on a construct's mind. The one event has been removed from it. It's withering. This thing is what hurt Margaret. Destroy it! Fueled by rage, Jajinka sets the ceiling and raises it high. Well, if I can pass my power on to others, what this tiny sapling that can resist the punching virus can count those who are stronger than me. The ceiling flickers with golden light in the air. In that moment, the funny glimpses many possibilities. The timing has saved her, its mysterious origins, and how can be a quicker weapon against the punching virus. The only price it demands from the world is a vessel destined for destruction. Oh my god, oh my. No. But what if there's already a vessel here? Broken and riddled with wounds? She murmurs. Extremely adaptable component that rapidly attaches to the mind to maintain its operation once connected to the construct's frame. What if it can grow into a towering tree and protect those resilient souls living in the shadows? What if it can protect you? Suddenly she grabs Jajinka's arm. Nervatia? There's a spark passed down to us from Margaret. This world still needs its light to shelter those nameless lights trembling through the shadows. Exhaling, she slowly moves the ceiling and placing it like a blade toward her own chest. Have you lost your mind? Do you know what you're doing? Senate frantically abandons all defenses and just recharging past you and rushing straight toward Nervatia and distance. Not this again! I don't want this! Give me the ceiling! If someone must sacrifice themselves to carry this flame and pierce the darkness, I will be the one to bear that weight. Wrestled with force, she draws her hands downward, putting the ceiling deep beneath her chest. Time stands still for a moment. Then, a deafening torrent of tingled information swirls through her, watching like the shadows clouding her mind and gradually filling the void of her forgotten past. Man's pain and fulfillment simultaneously grips her consciousness. Countless cycles of death and rebirth threaten to destroy her, but the unwavering mind began at the other end of her pine, pulls her back each time. Nervatia! Looks up, gazing at the fiery rain drifting across the sky. Searing pain pulses through her chest and tears at her body, but the warmth behind her grows more intense, remaining steadfast at her side. Nervatia! Nervatia knows that beyond the pain, someone is waiting for her. My, how you've grown, Margaret. Nervatia steps back to consciousness, tightly gripping her master's side. With a fierce battle cry, she channels overwhelming force and thinks that pushing is ended. Bye to the will! Her blade's edge slashes with a cold gleam, cutting through the air as the shadow ascendants raise arms. The effect sends his body flying backward, pinning it against the stone wall and carving a meter-long fissure into the rock. Stop her! At all costs! The center of the house has shattered metal fragments spark with electricity, rising into the air and resembling into countless flying blades that shoot toward the advancing Nervatia. Not a chance! We'll handle them! Jajinka and you open fire simultaneously, unleashing a hail of bullets from both sides that form an interwoven wall of flames, deflecting the metal blades heading for Nervatia. Leaving a trail of thunderous echoes behind her, Nervatia leaps into the air, flinging her side to summon a shadow of sparks as she dives toward the ascendant. A deafening crash thunders down, accompanied by burning debris as her blade feeds through her enemy from above. As his form begins to disintegrate, he looks on and lets out an unsettling grin. F you! Oh, creep. Oh my god.